I have an obsession. And my obsession is to make better pictures, to tell better stories. And I also have an intimate conviction. And my intimate conviction is that you can take better pictures. Every single person, every single photographer in this room can take better pictures. Whoever you are, whatever the level in your photography you are now, you can make better pictures. So today, I'm going to try to share with you my process, my philosophy, how I think, how I feel when I'm photographing, where I come from, and I try to analyze this, to put together a process to share with you. The idea is not for you to copy what I do, it's not this. The idea for me today is to try to convince you through my talk and the energy and everything I'm going to show you and share with you today, that you can also do your own things and set up your own process. It's all about the journey, and I want to share a little bit with you my journey into photography. And first I want to share what I call my manifesto. My manifesto is a list of values and all the philosophy I try to apply in my life, both my personal life and also as a photographer. Actually, there is no difference between Franck, the wedding photographer, Franck, the dad, Franck, a partner, Franck, a friend, etc., etc. Because for me, photography, and wedding photography especially, is not a normal job. It's all my life, it's a passion, and it's a journey. It's a holistic experience. So everything I learned from photography, and everything I learned from wedding photography, it helped me a lot growing up as a person, as a whole. And I think the manifesto should be something that everybody should think about it. Because as person, as photographer, sometimes we go through really hard times. Right now in France, you have some wedding photographers who kill themselves. You have suicides in the community. It's not only because of the business, it's usually people who have kind of mental issues, mental health issues, but still, at some point, it was so hard for them to sustain the business, because business is really hard now, not even in France, but all over the planet. And at some point, they committed suicide. And last weekend, I have a group in France, and one of the members of the group sent a message to one of the photographers saying, you know, I want to die, I don't feel any will to live again, to still live, you know. So we tried to organize, and people were helping him to go to the psychiatric hospital. And so why do I say this? I say this because I meet a lot of people in France, all over the world, you know, wedding photographers. I'm coaching a lot of people also now. And when you dig a little bit deep into people's life, you can not imagine how many people suffer, both as a person and as a professional wedding photographer, for many reasons. But a lot of people suffer. So I decided to put together a list of values that are driving my life. So I'm going to share with you this. The first one is I want to spend time with my family. This is my ultimate goal. Okay? My family is my daughter, is my parents, and it's my partner with her son. And this is the ultimate goal. So when I set up all these things, I'm going to share with you the whole list. I want freedom, I want to have pleasure, I want to share and to give back, I want love and happiness, I want to be creative, I don't want any toxic relationship. I am open to new experiences, and I want to enjoy the journey. It's not about the money. I want freedom. I want freedom. I want to be a free man in any aspect of my life. Okay, so it's the same thing when I'm talking about wedding photography. Every time I'm going to say something, there is always a connection with wedding photography. Okay, because with this list, at some point in your career, you will have questions. You will wonder, okay, where do I go now from this point? What do I want to do? Do I want to develop my business? Do I want to have a partner? Do I want to open a shop? Do I want to sell albums? Whatever you want. Do I want to second shoot for people? Do I want to travel abroad to do destination weddings? You know, you have a lot of questions along the journey as a wedding photographer. And when you set up the list of values that I call a manifesto, it helps you a lot from time to time to give answers to these questions. Because, for example, at some point when I spent too much time on the road, on the airports, like right now and the last months, it was too much for me. And I remember this. And I was kind of taken away too much from my family and my daughter. So at some point I said, oh, Franck, remember, you want to spend time with your family, but your last decisions kept you away from this. So I go back on this, and it helps me to calm down and to go back on track, on my tracks. I want to have pleasure. You know, it's not a job for me. It's a passion, photography. And I want every single thing I do as a wedding photographer, even the thing we have to do, we must do, I want it to be pleasure. If I don't have pleasure in it, I just drop it. So my business is not perfect. I'm super bad. Just 5 minutes